Guys, I think you should be able to see the screen right now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you can see it's a Caro-Kann.
Yes, I really need help with this game because I just got clobbered.
Okay,
I did show up. It was a game in 45 minutes, and I showed up 30 minutes late.
Oh,
wow.
So that was one disadvantage I had. Yes,
Okay,
Weirton.
that's gonna be tricky.
that's a pattern for me when the first game of every tournament, first game of the day.
Okay. And was there any increment?
I think there was like
30 seconds?
30-second increment or something.
Well,
Yeah,
you came on a different time schedule than I did, so I don't know if it was different for you.
I think ours was more like 5-second delay.
Yeah. When our sections merge, it was 30 seconds. But early. Yeah, anyway.
So they do this tournaments by different types of schedules. Like some people played Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Some only did Saturday, Sunday. So in those cases, they make the first couple of games like shorter time control, and then on Saturday and Sunday, in the afternoon, both sections merge together. So this particular game, I think, was game in 45 with 5-second delay.
Okay. All right.
Do you have delay in where you play? Did they use that in Germany and India and stuff like that?
Yes, we have 30 seconds delay. So the time control I am playing here right now is a bit long. So it's 100 minutes for the first 40 moves. And then after 40 moves, you get additional 50 minutes. And you have the 30 seconds increment from move one.
Okay. So the
So
delay concept, I don't think is outside of the US for the most part, though. Increment and delay are separate.
yes,
Delay.
delay is different. Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
We just have increment. We don't have the delay system.
Right. That's what I figured.
Yeah, but delay is slightly more trickier to play, right? As far as I know.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's very tricky. And then especially if you have to notate.
Yeah,
Right.
it becomes weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Very annoying.
Yeah.
I might grab a bite to eat if you don't mind. Keep going without me. I'll step away for just a second, but I'm still here.
Sure.
So Rafi, just wanted to tell you, as far as I remember, we did discuss this line in our preparation, and I'm very sure that we discussed to take on D3, right? And just play E6 after that.
I guess so. I totally forgot it. When I saw this on the board, I did not recognize this at all.
Huh. Okay. I just have a feeling that we did. I mean, I'm sure that we did not ignore this line for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just thinking if like Queen B2, as far as I know, is obviously a big mistake. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is no way that can be good. And the second thing which I feel is maybe it's necessary to revise some of the openings, yeah, that like on a regular basis, basically.
Yeah.
Or else
This is
you might.
basically because of lack of not playing games. I think I told you I
Yes.
haven't had time to play at all.
Yeah, I think the same thing basically.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest issue was, I mean, if you don't play a lot of games, you end up getting into trouble like this. So just trying to check something. Just give me 1 second, please. Yeah, so we actually have this in our preparation. So we have discussed two lines actually here. So we have discussed
Mm-hmm.
H6 in this position as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we have discussed that H4, H5, Bishop G5, Queen B6, Bishop D3 takes, and E6.
Right.
So we did discuss this, and in fact, you already had a game with G4, and because of that, we discussed this line.
So I remember H4, H5, but I didn't. For some reason when I saw this Bishop D3, I was completely thrown off. I
Got
did
it.
not remember any of this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest, well, Queen B2 looks a bit risky because it just seems like we are giving way too much play
Mm-hmm.
to white. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah,
I don't
this
know why
is
during the game I thought that. I mean, I thought it was just a free rook. I was like, what's happening here? I'm just getting that free rook, and I thought I'll just play, queen back to b4, b6, whatever, and then just come straight back. I did not at all consider e6.
Mhm.
I thought I was gonna play e6 and be okay completely because bishop b4 check is coming.
Yeah, but after
This
E6 now the position looks very dangerous, yeah.
it's lost, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I take on b2 or bishop d3 take on b2. Either way, if you take on with the b2, it's lost.
Yes, taking on B2 definitely is a mistake. So
So
the
if that's, I
the
was gonna say, if that's the case, do I need to even play queen b6?
yeah, Queen B6 is fine because how else you are going to develop your king side, yeah, if you don't respond Queen B6.
Right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah.
Queen B6 is good. Actually, that's the point. Like I mean, we discussed it the last time as well when we did the Caro-Kann preparations. That Queen B6 is not always to take the B2 pawn. Most of the time, it's to play E6 and C5 next.
Mm.
So Bishop D3 basically is, I mean, it's the main line, but it's like black is getting a very simple position after E6. So let's say something like knight F3 or knight D2 even, and we just play C5, yeah.
Did we also consider queen a6 or no?
We also we discussed Queen A6 as well here. Like in most of the lines, we just considered Queen A6 here. Like for knight F3, I'm sure we considered Queen A6.
Okay. Which is playable, right? He'll play c4 next and etc.
Yes, so we discussed all these lines actually. Only for knight C3, I think we decided to play C5 anyway. Apart from that, everything else is Queen A6. So just trade the queens. We also discussed this line in this position to just go H6 here
Mm.
instead of allowing all this. So G4, Bishop E4. And now after F3, so now you can see, yeah, no knight F3 is possible. You just come back.
Mm.
So this also we discussed in details. I mean, I'm pretty sure we have this thing.
And we agreed that we were gonna play. I was gonna play h6 or h5 ultimately.
Both depending on the situation. So we discussed that this line has to be played when you are playing somebody not so much higher rated, so that black also retains his winning chances, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And H5 is to play against the more higher rated players where we just need to solidly hold our positions.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, but Queen B2 is not given, so okay, and you can see it's actually very bad. I
Yeah.
already think that we cannot play knight H6 even. I think we have to stop this bishop G6 somehow. So maybe we have to go for G6 here and EF7, King F7, something like that.
Mm.
But this also looks bad, yeah, because he is gonna get knight F3, knight
Yeah.
E5, and
And that's it. Game is over after that, basically.
strategically this looks very dangerous for us.
All right.
So here I think it's already very
Lost.
bad, and yeah, we just don't have enough. Like how I don't even know how to get these pieces out, of the game.
Yep.
So black is, yeah, knight G6 is coming next. The king has to go out. So now queen will come, rook will come. Yeah, no, this has to be lost right here.
Yeah.
Okay, rook A1 is coming. Queen C3, there is bishop D2, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is just lost. Wow. Yeah. I mean, of course, it was a higher rated, but I think we just gave him the game without any reason.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so well, from this, I think Rafi only one take, yeah, that not to go for B2. I mean,
Right.
there was no further mistakes, just
So
the
simply taking on D3, playing E6, C5, knight C6, knight E7, knight
yes,
F5,
yeah,
castle,
the
etc.
usual Caro-Kann play, you know.
Right.
So
Okay.
I'm very sure even we saw this game, by the
Yeah.
way, this Anand's game against Shirov.
From my perspective, being a long-time Caro-Kann player, Rafi, I would play bishop takes bishop and then e6.
So this way, yeah, bishop D3, queen D3, and E6, right?